Hello, I'm Darlene Griffiths, and this is my intro video for EDL 901. Just a little information about me. I am married to my husband Dwayne for 21 years. We have 2 sons. Our oldest, Rhett, just got a certification from NCK Tech for plumbing and HVAC, and our youngest there, Reed, is going to be an 8th grader. We live in Harrington, Kansas, and I love to garden and golf. A little bit about work for me. I'm currently the White City principal. That is a pre-K through 12 building. I'm adding USD 481 superintendent duties to my list of things on July 1. I taught high school math prior to that for 21 years, and this will be my 25th year in education. So let's talk about curriculum instruction and assessment. There are some key components that I want us to look at. The first is voice. And for our students in this day and age, we want them to be prepared for their futures. So they need to have a voice in their learning plans. And for Kansas schools, that means choosing a CTE pathway that fits what their future plans will be. We also want to give them choice. That means if they are a tactile learner or a visual learner or an auditory learner, that they have those different varieties of ways to learn the curriculum and what is being taught in the classroom. Competency-based progression. I would love for Kansas to move toward this. So instead of having first graders and second graders and so forth, this child has performed competently on these skills and can move on to the next set of skills. And the fourth one is continuous monitoring of student learning. We always in the classroom adjust our teaching for what our students need. Whether they are struggling in reading, then we choose a different way to present that reading or put it at the level that they can access it. For math, the same thing. If we have students struggling, we're trying to adjust our math lessons to fit their needs, whether it means making it more hands-on or offering other visual prompts. So we are continuously monitoring for student learning. Personalized professional learning. For my 21 years in the classroom, I rarely had any say in what the professional learning was going to be. And it was frustrating because there were things that I knew I needed to work on, but I wasn't given the opportunity to do that. So I would like to see professional development more individualized. Teachers know what they want to get better at, what they lack, and give them the opportunity to seek those opportunities to learn and become better. Robust infrastructure. At White City schools, we have laptops for every student and we update them regularly. We like to ensure that they can connect at home, but being in a rural area, not everyone has great internet connections at home. So we are looking at maybe using E-rate money to offer Wi-Fi on buses for our students who have long bus rides home, or for those students who do extracurricular activities like play basketball and stuff, so that they can get those assignments done while they're on the bus. Right now I coordinate with the IT department for a replacement schedule of our laptops. Budget and resources. I am a saver. Anything that I can do to save money, I'm going to do. For example, negotiate prices for online services. We are looking at using News ELA, I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it, for next year, and the original quote was for $6,000 and I've negotiated down to $1,500. So just asking for those things and negotiating for those prices. Right now I work with the IT department on a replacement schedule for our devices, and I want to focus on just using evidence-based programs district-wide. Community partnerships. Our schools have some great community partnerships in place already. We have site councils, we have booster clubs through our FFA and through the schools as far as their sports. I am a part of the Greater Morris County Development Committee, and we meet monthly to talk about how to prepare the workforce, how to get housing for the workforce that is moving into the area, how to keep the workforce that we need local. And I'm also part of MDT, and I can't tell you exactly what those letters stand for, but it is the county attorney, local law enforcement, social workers, anything that has to do with the legal system, we meet once a month to talk about students who are in the legal system and how we can support them and where they are in that process. For our district brand, USD 481 just has a school website and Facebook pages that we use to communicate with our stakeholders. Data and privacy. I would like to have annual training on privacy for my teachers, talking about FERPA, what they can and cannot share, and legal issues such as copyright and tort liability. We use PowerSchool for student information, and I feel that that is a pretty secure system. We will move to FastBridge in the fall to keep all of our math, reading, and SEL data for each student pre-K through 12, so it'll all be housed in one location for us as far as benchmark and progress monitoring for those things. Use of space and time. Right now we have Crosswinds come in to do mental health services in our building, and they don't have a specific place that they can provide those services, so I would like to set something up before next year so that they have a location where students know to go and those counselors and case managers can meet with those students. And also be able to use that same area for IEPs and CSIs, which are Creative Student Intervention meetings. Collaborative leadership. I have a new admin team for next year, moving into the superintendent job as well as being principal. We have hired an assistant principal, AD, and a new principal for the other building over at Hope. So we will have regular administrative meetings to make sure that we're all on the same page. Our district leadership team is going to have to meet quite often, and I've got those dates on the calendar because we will be in year 5 of KISA, and we need to be ready for that visit. And then we have our site council, as I mentioned before. If I were to critique myself, I would always want to ask, is there an online option for what's being requested? If teachers are asking for a different curriculum or different resources, is there an online option that we can save a little bit of money? Right now, I rely on my IT person to tell me what I need to know as far as our infrastructure and our internet options and things like that. And sometimes I'm not sure that he is totally up to date, and sometimes I kind of wonder if he's even telling me the truth. So I'd like to learn a bit more about that so that I don't have to rely on him quite as much. Correlation. This assignment definitely correlated to what I am doing as far as moving into that superintendent's job and looking at curriculum, technology, and resources, as well as what does my staff need and how do we keep everything safe and secure. Relevant. Again, looking at how we meet our students' needs, always looking through that lens of what's best for students. And then for professional development, am I offering what my teachers need? And then do I have the data systems in place for student information? Reflection as we move forward. Again, I'd like to examine the curriculum that is used at both buildings because we use different curriculums in different locations. I would like that to be more streamlined. I want my staff to have a voice in the professional development that is offered and maybe look at using some professional learning communities, giving them some time to meet. Infrastructure, as far as our technology, I'm relying on that IT person, and again, I just kind of question sometimes whether he's telling me the truth. I'm always going to be looking for cost savings. I want to continue the community relationships that we have in place and then expand those. Of course, I want to maintain privacy and keep all of our data safe and secure. And then I want to make sure that we have space and time for those that come in to offer extra services to our students. And then share leadership opportunities with others, especially this new admin team that I'll be working with. Here are my references, and I thank you for watching. Have a great day.